Now, folks, let me ramble a bit here for you.
Ai, não pode. Olha, mergulhou. Ó.
Look at him go. He's swimming underwater.
How cool is that, eh?
No, I'm down there.
No, none of them are new ones. You already marked them all, okay?
Esse é o Mr. Big. Come here.
Oh my God. It's getting closer and closer.
Gotta talk to him like I talk to my shepherd.
Closer, closer.
Esse vai no por dois.
He's missing his left rear foot. Can you see that? That was bitten off long before I started working here.
Where? I don't see the left foot.
Beijo não tem amor à vida, né?
Is that her leg?
Picture right there. Again, way out there in the canal in front of us. We're not going to head that way. That's too far for us. We're running out of time.
And this side. This side.
Now you watch out.
And this side, the alligator missed a foot. And this side?
Yeah.
Why?
That's another alligator bit off high.
Say goodbye, everybody. It's been a pleasure having you guys on board the boat.
Your coffee's waiting for you right back over there, all right, buddy? Oh, is that what you're calling it now? Your coffee!
Are we late? Of course we're late. You're on Captain Mike's boat.
It's November the 24th, we've just been on the airboats, saw about 6 big alligators, 1 baby one. We're now queuing to watch the alligator show.
You can add something. What would you like to say?
I'm camera shy.
Did you go out on the rear boat too?
Yeah.
And what did you see?
Alligators.
How many?
About 7.
And what was the favorite name in here for the alligators?
Now, guys, we have all these alligators in here as nuisance animals. These are the ones that show up in a backyard swimming pool, or maybe this one ate Fluffy, or, you know, something along those lines. And it happens, they do eat people's dogs. So once he eats a dog, they call a trapper to capture and kill him, unless that dog was a Pomeranian. Then they let him go to eat more of those things. Yeah. Oh, I know the jokes are bad, but that's my favorite one, guys. Unfortunately, state of Florida, they don't like that. They do kill several thousand of these nuisance animals a year, which is sad because it's not their fault. It's usually a nuisance person's fault. People feeding them. Once you feed them, they learn to associate you with food. And if you come back without the food, guess what, folks? You are the food, okay? That's why it is illegal to feed them in the wild. Now, what we do here is we do this show. And if you guys enjoy the show and the bad jokes, that's what we have our tip jars around the enclosure for, and we use a portion of that money to run this rescue, saving his life. Which you appreciate, don't you, big guy? Yes, he does. That's why we're called Gator Boys Alligator Rescue, like the sign says back over there. If we were not here, they would not be here. And if you would like to learn more about what we do, we have our show on Animal Planet called Gator Boys. You guys ever see the show?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, very cool. If you have not seen the show, check it out. You're at the place where they film it. And if you watch on a few of the episodes, they even have a tall, blonde, handsome guy who looks like this. Now, gator wrestling. You know, it's not real like wrestling in a ring. I don't hurt them or headlock them or body slam them, and I don't wear tights or spandex, okay? What alligator wrestling actually is are techniques used by the Seminole tribe of Florida, okay? They jump on the back, they tie a rope around the jaws and bring back to their camp alive, and the way they did this when they were alone is by holding the jaws shut between their chin and their chest, what we call a bulldog. So let me show you guys this, okay? Maybe want to hold them up. Whoop, hold on, he's thinking about shaking. Come on. He's got to hold still for it though, that's the problem. Now I can hold his jaws shut with just my chin. The part that I worry about is if he starts to shake or jerk around like that, it's like getting punched in your throat with his face, okay? So again, you can hold the jaws shut. I'm not worried about getting bit. I'm worried that he's gonna like puncture my windpipe or something, okay? So that's why I make sure he's holding still. right. You can then take out that rope, tie it up around his jaws. Okay, that's enough of that. So, these are opportunistic hunters. That means they prefer to eat small things, really. Things like raccoons, turtles, fish, birds, the kids along the fence, anything small, okay? They don't usually attack an adult person. You're too big, it's too much work, and if you look at them, well, they're too lazy to really look at them, okay? They're not as aggressive as we often think they are. Of course, don't get me wrong, you don't want to try this at home. When they first come in from the wild, they're very dangerous. He thinks that you're gonna hurt him, so he defends himself. Once they realize, I'm not gonna hurt him, I do an animal-friendly show, that's why they basically tolerate me in here, because they realize I'm not a threat. Now, does that mean that he likes me, or he's my friend or my buddy, though? No, guys, he's an alligator. He's not a Labrador, okay? There is no bond, there is no relationship. I do not trust him. One of the guys that works here actually got bit over the summer. His arm was snapped by an alligator, had a bone sticking right out the side of his arm. Yeah, it ain't Disney World, folks. These things do happen, okay? I mean, to be perfectly honest, if I made a mistake, you could see my arm ripped off right in front of you. I mean, there's no jokes about that. Now, that one over there even bit my boss in the head one time. He's my favorite alligator back there. All right, guys. Now, when you look at their back, they have large bumps and ridges across the back made out of bone. Each one's what we call an osteoderm, means bone, skin in Latin. So these are solid bone plates to protect them. If you look at my bracelet, that's what's made out of are these bone plates. If you look behind his eyes, his ears are back here. He has a little flap to seal his ear off right here. Right there on that side, right here on this side. So we can actually seal that off to keep out water, seal off his nose, even the back of his throat. Even though he lives in the water, he doesn't breathe underwater, but he can hold his breath up to 6 hours at a time, guys. I can do about 3 minutes. Imagine 6 hours. They can slow their heart rate down to a beat a minute for that. Your last trick right here, guys, what we call face-off. You mess it up, what happens to your face?
Oh.
That's it. I'm gonna set my chin right here. Now, what purpose can this possibly have, guys? Absolutely none. Okay. This is just one of the things we do to try and impress you all and let you get a picture, okay? So we hold them up. Woo! Yeah, that happens sometimes. Okay. Yeah, he's getting mad too. Come on, big guy. Come on. He just wants to come up and say hi to everybody. I'm kidding, guys. He's trying to kill me right now. Come on, big guy. Sit down. It's the last trick we're gonna do. Let's make sure we can pull this off. Okay, let's try that again.
Why it's called wrestling, Chris?
That's it. There we go. Let's try this again without making him angry. Get your picture quickly, please. Woo, smells great, by the way. You can even do this. Okay, that's enough of that. There we go, guys. All right. Thank you very much, folks. Now, as you can see, he does walk away. You know, he's not mean or evil. As long as you try and respect him and keep your distance, they usually do the same thing, guys. What we'll do for y'all now is take out our baby alligator. You know, have a chance to touch him and pat him. If you'd like to hold him for a photo, it's a $5 donation to the rescue. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed the show, learn something about gators, and again, any tips are appreciated. Did you guys have a good time? Yeah. Excellent, guys. Thank you very much. That baby gator's back there. Any questions for me? I'll be by this tip jar strategically. Have a great day.
Hey, look at me, Carter. Okay, Carter. Carter, look at me. How cool is that, huh?
You love her? Thank you. Oh, she's talking. Thanks, buddy.
All right, how cool is
guys.
that?
Bye. Bye. See you later.
You know what pleasure.
Vai.
I love your outfit, young lady.
Deixa eu dar um.
You look like a ranger. That's pretty cool. I wish they made that in my size. Good?
That's got all its things. That's got all its things.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They're much smaller now, but
Ash, we gotta go.
okay, there's a lot of people taking pictures, babe. All right.